Hey guys, welcome back. We just saw Star Wars Solo trailer, and we got some stuff to talk about here.
Yeah, so we actually saw the teaser at the Super Bowl yesterday. So I know when Mike and I first saw it come on, I thought it was like a Capital One credit card commercial. It showed like the
commercial.
the troopers and the Imperial forces kind of in that office area, that recruitment office area, and I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be some funny
Literally, I was
credit card commercial.
I kept looking over Dustin like, is this the one?
I was like, what is this? And then finally we saw it, and as it went along, we're like, oh, this is this Solo teaser.
Too bad I was spending like 30 seconds of the teaser trying to figure out if it was real or not. But so here we go, and here it is. So
and we watched the full trailer today. So the full trailer came out today.
So we're going to show clips in between here of the full trailer. We're going to do a full breakdown, but we're going to go piece to piece and just kind of what we're thinking about this so far. So first starting off, Dustin, visually stunning.
It looks good, yeah. The panoramic scenes, like the scenery, look great.
As well, they usually do in Star Wars films.
Yeah.
So
the characters look cool. All the shots looked really, really good. So that was, I think that was promising.
But then, we start seeing some of the characters. So before I say we have some really cool people in here. We have Donald Glover, which I know you're a fan favorite of.
Yeah, I like Donald Glover, and man, I think he looks pretty awesome as Lando.
Yeah.
I think he's pretty talented overall. So
you got that really cool scene of him with the lights hitting his face just perfectly.
And he had like that fur kind of
coat going on.
Coat on.
He might be able to pull him off.
I think he can. I don't have a lot of concerns about him and his abilities to kind of pull that off. I think he'll do a pretty good job.
Absolutely. Chewbacca's back, of course. Who doesn't love a little Chewbacca?
Right.
We were wondering, we want to see more interaction of maybe that, because he owes that life debt, right, to Han. So, are they going to show any of that? Are we going to see how they even got started, or is it just kind of off the bat? Because it looks like...
It kind of looks like Chewie's already there.
He's already there.
It would have been cool to see kind of how that happened.
Give us that backstory.
Yeah.
We're going to get to Han in a second. I just want to hold off.
Yeah, we'll leave Han for last. Amelia Clark looked cool.
Hot, like usual.
Yeah, and like we were talking, her big screen transition hasn't been super smooth, I would say, with Terminator.
She's getting labeled as that Daenerys, the Queen of Dragons, from Game of Thrones, and she had that Terminator Genesis, which we were talking about a little earlier. It didn't turn out too well. And there's some other things that they did wrong with the movie, but either way, it was an action role. She was just badass, get out there and shoot some stuff. So she pulled it off, but was it that memorable where you're, and they're trying to. She sells, right? They know she's going to sell tickets, so that's why they probably have
she looked good.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that she does a good job. I really like her in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, give her some depth to her character, hopefully. There's this kind of awful scene where she's kind of like, I know who you are. And
who you really are.
And then, not so bad on her, but then he responds like, who?
Oh,
or whatever.
Who?
Yeah. And so here we go to Han for just a second.
So what's Aldrich Ehrenreich or whatever his name is?
I can't even pronounce his name.
I don't know. He has the look, I would say. I've already fairly close.
Yeah, I've been hearing people saying like, the hair's not the same, this and that.
But
they got the clothing. The hair's gonna be what the hair is. I don't care about that. But his sound, right? Who he is as Han, his presence, and he kind of has this look like he's being cocky and whatnot, but still yet not that assertive, that quirky Han that we love.
Right. And you don't feel the confidence. Like, what was the line where I think there was really one line in the trailer,
at the end.
And we were just saying, was this like the best line they could find for him speaking?
So the very, very end, we're going to show the clip here. So basically, they're in some kind of, it could be in the Kessel Run, I don't even know. Everything's a nebula or something's going on. But the Millennium Falcon's going crazy. They're being followed by TIE fighters. Yeah. And he goes, well, that was a close one. But we made it through or whatever. And this is like, what?
Well, that was a close one. We're fine though. Fine.
Are you good, Dustin? Because I'm not.
Thought we were in trouble there for a second, but it's fine. We're fine.
That's my biggest concern is how he's going to pull that off, because if that line is any indication as to how he's going to portray Han, like, it just doesn't feel like.
And this was a short trailer. Now, no doubt we are still 4 months out, but by now you think maybe even a 2 to a 2.5 minute trailer to really show some depth, but it's got to be the reshoots. They hodgepodge this one together. They just tacked, like, this is what we got. So let's get out what we can do, and it makes it look still interesting. But again, a cool scene that looks like they're out running ties and whatever. Right. But that's his line. Han would have been like, hey everybody, man, that was a close one.
Right,
Holy,
exactly.
He's got that voice. He's very, I don't know,
just confident and kind of boisterous.
Yeah,
I don't want him to, like, I don't know, as an actor coming into this has got to be really hard, right, to try to portray Han Solo.
Yes.
You don't want him to like do an impression of him. Right?
That's
You
true,
don't want
because
to
they'll probably
sound
just jack it up
corny,
anyways, right?
But like you still have to have that kind of tone and that
Something.
just that presence of Han Solo. And we didn't get to see a lot.
Not a lot, so there's not a whole lot to say on
I want
him.
to remain positive and hopeful for this because I want it to be good. I want to enjoy it, and I
Yeah, we
hope
do.
that it is.
Since The Last Jedi, everybody is pretty much starting, I mean, from our
Yeah.
comments, it looks like people just want to write off Star Wars franchise as it is. And I'm not there, guys. I mean, you know what Disney's trying to do. Yeah, they're trying to make money, they're trying to push agendas, but it could still be good. It is a possibility. I mean, Rogue One turned out good.
Well, that's what I was saying too. You know, people are kind of commenting that Disney's ruining the franchise. A lot of people had their problems with The Force Awakens. I liked it.
Yeah.
I loved Rogue One. Like we did our Star Wars
yeah, we
rankings.
just
You
showed
can
you our
see that
rankings.
video. Check it out. But that was one of my favorite Star Wars movies. So I think they could make good movies still. The
Yes,
Last
they can.
Jedi wasn't on par with for us, kind of what we expected.
I think it's the writing. I
Yeah.
think the writers, and when they let these
And I
directors
think it was
write
more.
these films,
I think it was more the director there. I think it was more Ryan Johnson than Disney for
Yeah.
me. And what are you going to do even if Disney didn't like what he was doing? What are they going to
Be
do?
like,
Like delay, they're not going to delay The Last Jedi. It's going to be okay. We need to get this done.
yeah, and just like this one, I mean, Ron Howard's coming in to hopefully save this. Ron Howard is a fully capable
Yeah.
director, and so if anybody can pull this off, no doubt he probably can. But I'm sure he's got a lot to work with. The voice coach, I mean, some say it's rumor. I don't think it's rumor. I think it's full that
Yeah.
they had voice coaches coming in for this
For him,
for
yeah,
this guy, for this Han character.
Yeah, yeah.
That is a terror. How did you not see this coming when you were casting these
Right.
guys? I mean, you had a lot of guys go out for this role.
A lot. Yeah.
A lot. So
What was this? What was this guy in before? Do we?
you know, there were a few movies.
I think he
was
did a
available.
couple of smaller things, but like you have all this talent out there, and you come in and like select this dude. Like
Yeah.
to your point, you gotta have to have that feeling through the auditions that he can pull it off. And
Yeah, and then they have Woody Harrelson in there too.
Woody looked cool.
Yeah,
so
he was looking neat.
we were just talking too. I love Woody Harrelson and most of the work that he's done.
True Detective. You ever seen
True
the series?
Detective was great.
Check that stuff out.
Even in like my wife's a big fan of the Hunger Games movies, but his character in the Hunger Games I thought was really well done.
Yeah.
So yeah, Alden Ehrenreich. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah,
I don't
something
know.
like that.
Man, I hope
But
he doesn't screw this up.
he's in that Hail Caesar movie, which I didn't hear. He got too much great
Oh, okay.
stuff.
I didn't see that.
You know, honestly, I was looking at his movie filmography, whatever grouping, and it's not very impressive. There's not a whole lot there.
Yeah.
And so it kind of makes me wonder.
Which would make you think then he had a really great audition then, right?
Yeah, up and coming. So maybe he can really kill this part. But
And then you bring in a vocal coach.
vocal
or a voice
coaches,
coach.
and for a while. So I mean, it was too late to obviously replace him.
Yeah.
So they figured we're gonna have to roll with this. And again, he's got big shoes to fill. I mean, if anything, he's got to be just super nervous about the whole situation. But here we are. You know, again, things are really looking beautiful with the movie. So if the rest of the characters can pull off their parts.
Yeah.
If the scenes stay cool, if they show us a little bit more because of the Imperial side, right? Instead of showing us always the rebels and the Jedi and what's going on, let's see what the Imperials are up to, and why does Han make his decision to
Right.
bail out of the Imperial school, flight school, and everything, which I think is kind of a cool background story.
yeah.
Because then he turned smuggler. It makes sense. He's probably saying "F you,"
Yeah.
Imperials.
Or play both sides, right? A smuggler's life is who's going to pay the most,
That's right.
So
And especially from, I hate to say it, but from Last Jedi when they were showing that those really rich corporations
Yeah.
were basically feeding both sides,
Yeah.
which I thought was kind of
that was a cool
concept.
aspect of the movie.
It was. But still, anyways, we'll see more on this hopefully soon. I'm sure they'll be releasing another trailer probably within the next month or so to follow up.
I hope so. And when we were talking too, I hope that there are certain things that I think are kind of sacred that you don't touch, and the Kessel Run is one of them for me. I hope they don't. I'm positive they will go into it and show it, but
They've
it's
been
kind of one of
talking
those
about it.
things that like, I don't know. I just want it to stay sacred and kind of secretive.
One friend
and
said a rumor that
mysterious.
something like maybe the Kessel Run was more of a fabrication, like it wasn't actually made. He was just a story he just threw out there to make himself look awesome.
Yeah.
There's another one where they'll actually show the Kessel Run. I mean, again, we don't know, but again, if you jack with this, you are gonna make some people really upset, and oh boy, we'll see where it goes. But hey, guys, this was the first reaction. Hope you got a chance to go out there. Make sure you watch our Star Wars movie rankings. We go all the way from 1 through 9. Star Wars and even Rogue One we got in there.
Yep.
And so check that out, and we'll have some more talks coming to you real soon. So we'll see you later.
Bye.